Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we are looking at the Gredora reveals. Now, I do quickly want to say we currently have some zero damage gaming masks. So if you're looking for a face mask, we have so many of the past matte designs on the masks right now. Elastics to put it behind your ears and blah, blah, blah. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Yeah. So, Jesus Christ, I put it over my glasses. So if you're interested in these, we have so many. This one's been pretty popular. You can use the code Solemn to get 10% off. Link will be in the description. But let's get into the actual reveals of today's stream. So we saw the new mechanic for Mega Colony. And when I first heard that they would be getting a new mechanic, I really thought, whoa, this is going to be another gimmick. You know, the 7 Seas marker, it's so gimmicky. We saw something similar with Harry where it's another gimmick. And this one, you know, it's another marker. You could say, oh, it's a gimmick. But this one actually feels part of the clan. It fits. It is a cradle marker. The unit with a cradle marker loses its original ability, gets its power reduced by its original power, so it essentially goes to 0, apart from the fact that you get maybe a power-up from a skill or a boost or something. And it cannot boost or intercept, but it can attack. So you have your unit, it goes to 0. If it gains any power from a skill, it can still attack with that power, but beyond that, it's a completely pointless unit because it has no ability, no intercept, no boost, nothing. When the unit with a cradle marker is retired, you search your deck for up to 1 card with the same grade as that unit, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Now note this cradle marker, if you are the Mega Colony player, you are attaching this cradle marker to your opponent's units. So you are making your opponent's units pointless, and then when they retire them, whether you retire them with some skill or they call over it, then you receive a search. So not only are you taking away your opponent's resources, you're also drawing off it. When I first saw this, it didn't instantly dawn on me, but then I thought about it, and this kind of feels like Lock Light, because you're not ruining your opponent's circle. That is what Log did. But you are making units pointless without sending them to drop. They're still occupying that circle until called over. They don't have skills. They were completely pointless. You're kind of retiring without retiring, but you're not getting rid of the circle. So it really feels like Lock Light, especially since Chaos Breaker also drew off the unlocks and then they die. And so this also, when the unit goes away, you get to search even, which is even better than drawing. So yeah, this feels really like Lock Light without the less fun aspect that people didn't like about locking, where you lose your circle. So that feels very strong. Now, of course, it depends on how many cards actually get to use these. Still, that mechanic looks pretty cool. And again, it feels very Mega Colony. You know, you're kind of like, you're not stunning them, but you are making them pointless. You're kind of paralyzing them. Well, if you look at the image, it's basically you're turning them into a pointless cocoon. And then when it comes out, basically you retire it, you then get whatever was inside, which is an insect, which is part of your deck. I like it. It is a gimmick like we've seen so many, but a gimmick that actually fits the clan. I can accept that as a valid mechanic. It's pretty cool. So then we have Intimidating Mutant Darkface. So many people were afraid that they wouldn't be getting this guy, that they would only be getting Gredora. You know, there's many Gredora fans, but not everyone wants to run only Gredora. So getting the Mutant Darkface, auto on V and R when placed, cost discard a card from your hand, choose one of your opponent's rear guards without any cradle marker and put a cradle marker on it. You are minusing from hand, you are minusing from your opponent, but then the second that rear guard is retired, you get to search. You are going more than break even. You're going +1 in card economy compared to your opponent, let's say, only once the thing is retired. Then it has auto on V and R when it attacks a Vanguard, cost counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards with a cradle marker on it, retire it, and this unit gets power +5k until end of that battle for each grade of the chosen unit. So if you retire a grade 3, it gets 15k, you retire a grade 2, it gets 10k, and so this way you instantly get that gratification, let's say, of getting rid of the unit, and then you get to search. So you're essentially paying a discard and a CB1 to get rid of something of your opponent and search something from deck. That's very strong, actually, if you think about it. It also gets a boost, and it's a grade 3, which is very important because Gredora's skill will actually work with that. We'll get to that. So next up, we have the first triple rare for Mega Colony, Despoiling Mutant Sticky Bolas. I don't remember this card. Was this in G? Maybe it had vastly different art. So auto on V and R when placed, cost counterblast 1, look at 6 cards from top of your deck, reveal up to a total of 2 cards with Darkface in their different card names from among them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Is this blatantly better than the triple rare grade 3 searcher they already had? The Mantis or whatever? Mantis looked at top 6 and then search 1. This looks at top 6 and searches for 2, but they do have to have Dark Phase. Then Auto on R when it attacks costs Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets power plus 6 until end of battle for each of your opponent's rear guards with a Cradle marker on them. If this unit's power is 20k or greater, draw a card. So this is going to be your big beat stick if you're able to have many Cradle markers on your opponent's side, and then you get to draw if it's 20k, which is funny because that's actually the success mechanic Great Nature used to have. She gets plus 6, so she goes to 5, even if there's only one marker. She gets plus 6, she goes to 15, you boost her and she's already at 20. So it's a very, very easy way to draw some cards. And then finally we get to the card that you're probably most excited about, and that is Gredora. Evil Governor Dark Phase Gredora. Act on V once per turn, cost Counterblast 1, choose up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards without any Cradle markers and put a Cradle marker on each of them. So you're creating 2 Cradle markers, which again, taking away 2 of your opponent in the sense that the card is now pointless, well, quote unquote pointless. They have to call over it to get some real use out of it again, then it retires and you get to search for things with the same grade, which is really, really nutty. So you're already plussing quite a bit of this, but in the future. And then it has the skill, Auto on V when it attacks, cost retire a rear guard. I assume it's retiring one of your own, because it's a cost. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 3, call it to R and shuffle your deck. If you called that unit and this unit gets power plus 10k. So you are creating multi-attacks. It feels like we're at this point in V where every single clan will now start multi-attacking for free, or well, almost for free, which is pretty insane. Since this search is a grade 3, you are able to search your other mutant. So she makes the markers, you basically make your opponent's 2 front row units completely pointless. She attacks, retire one of your front row that already attacked, then you call the mutant grade 3, you make some more Cradle markers and they both get plus 10, then you do your drive checks, then the other one attacks, you retire again, you start searching. Like, this deck is gonna plus so hard while consistently getting rid of your opponent's field. That is gonna be very, very painful for quite some clans. If you need your field badly, it's too bad, buddy, because this deck will just consistently get rid of it and then actually get value out of it being able to search. So maybe a deck like Grand Blue will actually be very happy to face Gredora, because you can't make Cradle markers at all. They can just wipe whole field with nitros very consistently. So yeah, very strong stuff. I hope you found this interesting. Overall, I dig this. Again, it feels to me like discount lock or lock light. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do like this video. And again, if you want a mask, you can pick them up. The link will be in the description. So many designs. I think we're at plus 20 designs right now. You can use the code Solemn to get some percentages off, and I will see you soon. Ciao.